G'day, beautiful people. I just thought I'd do a quick message because I just had something just come to mind, and it was basically if you don't think for yourself, who's doing the thinking for you? So, for example, there's so much going on in the world right now, and there's so much going on in our countries and in our states, and we're being told to do certain things. So, for example, yesterday I had a quick just a quick story. I had an experience with my son, and something that's being taught. I don't know wherever you live whether or not this resonates with you, but we're supposed to touch with elbows. Since when did we agree to this? I didn't agree to it. My family doesn't agree to it because we're still handshakers, huggers, high fives. My son wanted to high five somebody, and basically that person's like, oh, no, elbow. My son's like, nah, man, I'm going up high. And that's also because that's what we teach in our house, that nothing's going on out there. Because if you're listening to other people to program you for what you need to believe, you need to maybe take a look at that. It was just something that came in because it's always about, people always saying, oh, do the right thing. I better do the right thing. So that means you're conforming to somebody else's wants and needs. Be the bigger person. That's a big one. You be the bigger person and you do this. So who are you making happy in the long run? I've done, I think, a video about this before, and I've written blogs about this before in the past. So if we're all, I don't know what people are listening to, but I know that we don't watch the mainstream media. I haven't, like I've said, for years. So we believe in our own beliefs and we control our minds in our house. So, but like it was just now. I just finished listening to something, and it just came to that. What are you listening to? Who are you following? Whose orders are you taking? Are you taking orders because you're afraid you're going to get fined for something? Because here in Melbourne, if you don't wear a mask in a store, the company could get a fine, and so could you. Or they won't let you in. Now, did you consent to all of this? Is there a consent to all of it? Are you really afraid that, somebody could fine you? But really, the Vic Poll are actually, from what I've seen from a lot of great people, that Matt Lawson Photography, go check him out. He's amazing. He's doing amazing work in Melbourne, and just really, like waking people up and just really spreading love, light and words out there. Because like who's making all this up on the whim? And when you're following what other people do and say, you're not living your own life. And I've always been one that's always lived my own life. And I used to get in trouble for it all the time, for wanting for just speaking the way I wanted to speak or say what I wanted to say. And I was always like, oh no, you can't say that. Well, why can't I? Why can't I do whatever I want? Because this is my life. It's my partner's life. It's my son's life. It's my daughter's life. It's your life. Why are we conforming? Who are you listening to, and who's telling you that you have to do this? Because let me tell you, if you stop listening to what you're listening to and following what I very much see, and I'm probably going to cop a lot of slack from this, very demonic actions that have been taken and things that have to be worn and done and that sort of stuff. I see that very demonic and very cult-like. So I'm not part of a cult. And I know, like I said, this can be very controversial with what I'm saying. But when you follow what other people are doing, you're part of the cult. You're part of the ritual. You're conforming to something that you didn't really consent to, but you're doing it because somebody told you to do it. Be the bigger person. Be the better person. Do the right thing. Now, if you're a person that's always done that, I don't know, I'm just shedding a bit of light on this, but because something just came to, and I was like, I've got to do a video on this one. And whether you like it or not, I have to say it, because there are people out there that are living miserable lives because they're having to stand behind counters at their job wearing a mask for more than 8 hours of a day. That's gross. That's demeaning. That's very demonic. So I just thought I'd put that out there. Like it if you like it, don't if you don't, do whatever. But I'm just here to live the real life of Tanya Piccolo, because I'm the real Tanya Piccolo and I'm doing it my way. And I think it's pretty cool. But you can do it your way and however way that looks. But you know what? Where I'm going is pretty fun. And as much as this year's been a crazy ass year, it's been a great year at the same time. A lot of brilliant things have come out of this year. A lot of truths, a lot of real, finding out about a lot of people, just being, just being. And who are you being? Who are you following? Who are you watching? What are you watching? That's the big one. And I've been saying this for probably months and months and ages. The media is not going to serve your purpose. It's not going to serve your purpose. If you're really hating on someone right now every time you watch the media because they're portraying that particular person to be an idiot, well, I'm sorry, you're the bigger idiot for believing that they're actually doing that to your brain. And I'm sorry if you take offense to that, but if you're only seeing one side of a story, remember, there's always three sides to a story. One side, two sides, and the truth. So if you're only seeing one side and that's all great and looks fantastic, I'd be looking into that side. But if you're seeing the other side as being really, they're not portraying this particular person to be a great person or doing great things and wanting the best, the funniest thing for humanity, that's what's really, really I'm laughing at. Because every single person I've ever spoken to, it's the one that's doing the good stuff is getting so much backlash. And the one that's making this other stuff happen that really isn't real, everybody's cheering on. And I find that really funny because whenever something good is happening, some people just don't want to see it because it's just unbelievable that somebody you thought was, an idiot could actually be really, really good for you, your family, your life, your world, our universe, our everything. So who are you listening to? Who is feeding your brain where you can't make decisions on your own? That's a question. I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye.